Have you wondered what numerology is all about? Well, I did too, so I made a little research on numerology meanings. Numerology is an ancient, mathematically accurate method that reveals our character, our future, and our lucky numbers, derived just from our birth name and birth date. Among many methods that reveal the human character and destiny, numerology is one of the simplest. Unlike astrology, for example, numerology can be very quickly learned and used for our benefit. We only need to know the meaning of each number and learn some simple rules for numerological calculations. In the past, numerology was an occult science, carefully guarded against ordinary people. Today, however, anyone can calculate one's own lucky numbers and use them for his or her benefit. Let's talk about the history of numerology. Old written records from many cultures showed that numerology was known since the beginning of written history. Some of the prominent examples are Indian Vedas, Chinese Yi Jing, Hebrew Kabbalah, and Egyptian Book of the Dead. And it was in Egypt that Pythagoras, great Greek mathematician, learned numerology. He then brought it to Greece, where he developed a modern understanding of the vibrational nature of numbers and their influence on living and non-living nature. Pythagoras is considered the father of modern numerology. From his numerology school came the Pythagorean numerology, which is the most widespread in the world today. In Pythagorean numerology alphabet, the letters correspond to numbers in alphabetical order: A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3, and so on. The second most popular system today is the Chaldean numerology, which is believed to originate from ancient Babylonia. In Chaldean numerology alphabet, the letters have the corresponding numerical values not according to alphabetical order, but according to their sound vibrations. Most of today's numerologists use various elements from both the Chaldean and Pythagorean numerology that proved themselves accurate in numerological practice. The meanings and interpretations of numbers themselves, however, are almost the same both in the Chaldean and Pythagorean system. Nowadays, numerology is becoming more and more popular. It is being used by millions of people around the world, including many celebrities and famous people. So why is numerology so popular? Because it is very practical and useful. We live in a world of vibrations. Everything that exists, from the smallest atom to the gigantic planets, has its own vibration. The musical tones, the colors, as well as all persons, each have a vibration of its own. That's why we say that a person or a thing has a good vibe or bad vibe. Each of us carries within oneself the two most important personal vibrations that accompany us throughout our life. The vibration of our birth name and the vibration of our birth date. It is not the same if people call us Frank or Francis. Do you feel the difference? This is because each letter has a different vibration. And all the numbers that comprise our birth date also have their own vibration. We can assign numerology numbers to our birth date and birth name, and then interpret them. They can help us develop a deeper understanding of our own self, our strengths and weaknesses, our talents and personal patterns, and of our deepest needs and desires. It can be said that the vibrations of our birth name and birth date are the key that can open the door to self-realization and fulfilled life. Let us now look at the vibrations that are hidden in the numbers of birth dates. Based on our birth date, we can calculate different numerology numbers that describe our life path and tell us about the situations and challenges that await us on this path. The sum of whole birth date, the life path number. It indicates the main lesson we have come to learn in this world. Day of birth number describes our character, talents, and abilities. Month of birth number describes our character, especially at the beginning of life. Attitude number, the sum of day and month of birth, describes how we usually act, although we don't necessarily feel that way. Year of birth number is only a generational number, but it also has a specific influence on our lives. The numbers of personal years, personal month and personal days influence us through given years, months and days. Now, to get a better insight into our soul, we need to look at our birth name. Based on our birth name, we can calculate different numerology numbers that describe us as a person, our personality, our heart's desires, and our inner values. The three most important such numbers are The expression number, the sum total of all the letters of one's full birth name. It shows our talents and abilities and our general direction in life. The personality number, the sum total of consonants in one's birth name. It shows what characteristics we project into the outside world. The soul urge number, sum total of vowels in one's birth name. Represents the heart's desire of the soul that came into this world. There is one more numerology number that becomes very important later in our life, the sum total of birth date and full birth name. It displays the capabilities that we can develop in our maturity and is therefore called the maturity number. Did you know that the moment you were born your destiny was encoded? If you click the first link in the description you will get personalized video numerology report and it is totally free. Make the year 2020 your best year yet with potent and precise wisdom that you won't find anywhere else. So don't hesitate and click the first link in the description below and discover the secrets of your birth date and your birth name.